Oof, okay, views are low. Time to make another Mortal Kombat video.
I'm back at it.
Alright, so Mortal Kombat, we got a couple new trailers out. So I wanted to give a few thoughts on what I thought about the new trailers and characters, as well as address some of the comments I've got on my last Mortal Kombat video, because you guys had some thoughts on that video as well. Like this guy right here. First time watching your video, first impression of you, a hater, and someone I'll easily get tired of hearing complain in a monotone voice. Unimpressed. Surprised this video even got 2K views. Good day. Well, good day to you, sir, because guess what? That video got 3K views, so F you. And yes, I do have a monotone voice. I'm working on it, alright? But anyway, I did make some mistakes in that video that I want to clear up. I did leave a pinned comment on that video, but I'll just say here as well. One thing I made a mistake on is I mentioned the voice acting in this game now. Like, Sub-Zero is no longer voiced by Steve Blum, because Steve Blum voiced Sub-Zero 2, and this is Sub-Zero 1, Bihan, the original Sub-Zero. So yeah, that's why Steve Blum is not voicing him in this game. Also, Raiden's voice, he's a younger Raiden, which many of you have pointed out, and he's no longer voiced by Richard Epcar. Which, I mean, I don't really know why it matters that he's a younger Raiden, because we've had young and old characters literally in the last game, and they were voiced by the same character. But fine, new Raiden, new timeline, so he has a new voice. Fine, I'm gonna miss Richard, but it's fine, I'll get used to this new voice. And speaking of the new timeline, does anyone think this new timeline feels a little safe? I mean, come on, Liu Kang, you have all this creative control and you're making the same exact timeline pretty much, just a little bit different. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are back, except now they're brothers. Mileena and Kitana are back, except now they're actual sisters. So it's pretty much like Mortal Kombat 9. I know how much you guys liked how I mentioned Mortal Kombat 9 in that last video. But in Mortal Kombat 9 was the same way. It was just, let's redo this storyline, except a little bit different. Jax gets his arms ripped off, except this time it's Ermac that does it. We have to Cyber Lin Kuei, but this time Sub-Zero becomes a Cyber Lin Kuei ninja. I know it's too early to judge the story just based on these few trailers, but I really hope this new Mortal Kombat story isn't playing it safe. I know this will probably never happen again in fighting games, but I was really expecting with Liu Kang rebooting the timeline that we were going to get like a whole new brand new cast. I don't know why I thought this, but I thought we were going to get a Street Fighter 3 effect where it's just going to get all brand new characters. So far, we have gotten no brand new characters, and it's all returning characters, which for the most part isn't totally a bad thing, because we are getting characters we haven't seen in a really long time, like Lin Mei, who looks really good in this. And also Tanya, who I didn't even know was Tanya.
Let us pass, Tanya. The Empress and her family are in danger.
Right, and this was something I was complaining about in my last video. The face models in this game. Every character looks different. Like, if you were to show me this character, my first thought would not have been Tanya. I probably would have got up to her eventually because there's not that many black characters who wear yellow in Mortal Kombat. Actually, scratch that. There's not many female black characters that wear yellow. But yeah, this doesn't look Tanya, and that's not me saying I think she's ugly like other weird YouTubers. I think her face is fine. Call me weird, but I miss the wide eyes. I do like that she has a new fighting style though. I appreciate that they gave her something unique this time around, and she's not just another fireball character. There's too many characters in Mortal Kombat that shoot fireballs, so I'm glad they decided to switch it up for Tanya. Also, Smoke is back.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
He said it! He said it!
What happened to your hair, boy?
Look how they massacred my boy.
Also, Rain is in this game, and now he's just full-blown wizard. Can't say I'm a fan of this new Rain, but I'm interested to see what he's going to be in the story. Gameplay footage I liked the most was probably my boy Baraka. I really turned around on Baraka in Mortal Kombat 11, story-wise and gameplay-wise. Baraka has always been character design first and everything else second, but Mortal Kombat 11 really turned me around on him. I mean, he looks even better in this game, and it seems like he might be another sympathetic character, which I'm looking forward to see. Alright, I gotta talk about something that I really don't like, and that's probably gonna get me more dislikes by talking about this, but the guest characters. We got a trailer on the Combat cast, the first DLC characters that we already knew about because of the leak. We have Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker in the game. And okay, after the last video, some people in the comments said they like guest characters in the game. This guy right here, guest characters are the shit. I'm never watching your videos. Please don't recommend this shit to me ever, YouTube. Thanks. Appreciate that. But I do kind of understand why some people don't mind guest characters in Mortal Kombat. Some of these characters don't have video games, or at least haven't had a video game in a really long time. So if you want to play Spawn in a modern video game, you kind of have to play this game, or, you know, dig out your PS2. So in that regard, I do kind of understand why people don't mind guest characters in this game. I mean, a character like Peacemaker, there are definitely going to be people who watch that show and is probably going to buy the DLC just for Peacemaker. Same thing for the other two characters as well, Homelander, Omni-Man. If you like those shows, I understand why you are hyped to see these characters in these games. I mean, there isn't a boys fighting game or an Invincible fighting game, even though that totally would work. But as of right now, these are the only way to play as these characters in a fighting game. It's just me personally, I can't help but think how scummy this kind of is. Like, oh man, Homelander is revealed. And also we have a Boys spin-off coming out as well as Boys Season 4. Oh, Omni-Man's in this game. Oh, and that's revealed right before the Invincible Season 2 trailer drops. And does it not bother anyone else that we're getting a DLC trailer before we even know the full roster of the game? I mean, the game's not even out yet and we're already getting DLC reveals. I mean, I guess they feel like they had to do it because of the leak, but it's just still kind of scummy to me. Also on top of that, Shang Tsung is also DLC, even though he's probably going to be in the main story. So just like Shao Kahn, I have to buy DLC just to play as one of the characters that's in the story. And going back to what I said before, I'll take actual Mortal Kombat characters over guest characters any day. Speaking of Mortal Kombat characters, Ermac, Takeda, and Quan Chi. Quan Chi, character-wise, I can take it or leave it. Never really been a fan of his character that much. But gameplay-wise, I've always liked Quan Chi. His portals, the whole Necromancer thing, love that. He has one of the best fatalities in Mortal Kombat in my opinion. Ermac, I'm not the only one who said this, but this is probably one of the worst Ermac designs I've seen. Maybe he looks better in gameplay, we'll have to wait and see. But Takeda's definitely the one that caught me off guard. In my last video I said that I thought we were done with the Kombat as kids. At this point I'm just assuming we're never going to see those characters again, but I guess not. So it's good to see Takeda back, especially when he should have been in Mortal Kombat 11. Sucks that he's DLC though. Still waiting for them to reveal who the actual main villain of this story is. It can't be Shang Tsung. There's no way it's Shang Tsung again. We already did that. So I'm still holding out hope for someone like Onaga to be the main villain. But hell, I guess while I'm still here, I guess I'll talk about some other Mortal Kombat news while I'm at it. Like the second Mortal Kombat that's supposed to come out. No, not that Mortal Kombat 2 or that Mortal Kombat 2. This Mortal Kombat 2. To the Mortal Kombat reboot we got a couple years ago. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really a fan of that Mortal Kombat movie. I know some people liked it, but I didn't. But the sequel's supposed to have Johnny Cage in it this time, who we wanted to have in the first movie. And he's played by Carl Urban, which, hey, big fan, hasn't done a bad job yet. I'm sure he'll be a great Johnny Cage. Hopefully the fight scenes are better in this movie than they were in the first movie. Maybe I'll review it. Let me know if you guys are interested in something like that. But it's also delayed because you know, there's a writers and actors strike going on. So you know, Hollywood, pay your workers.
We've got to have money.
On the flip side of that, we have a new Mortal Kombat animated movie that's supposed to come out. Another Mortal Kombat Legends movie. This time, Mortal Kombat Legends Cage, starring Johnny Cage.
Write this down. Kick first, be awesome, make money. So cool.
I'm a big fan of these Mortal Kombat animated movies, well, at least 2 of the 3. The last one, Snowblind, I was not a fan of, mostly because of the art style and animation was not up to stuff to the first 2. Scorpion's Revenge, I think, had amazing animation. I really like Battle of the Realms. I do appreciate that we're getting these animated movies that are focusing on different characters. Big fan of Johnny Cage, so that's cool.
WWJCD, what would Johnny Cage do?
Apparently Astra and Serena are going to be in this movie as well, who I'm pretty sure were also on the leak for Mortal Kombat 1. So cool, more 3D characters. All in all, it's a good time to be a Mortal Kombat fan. I may not be excited for everything that's coming out Mortal Kombat wise, but I always come back to this franchise in one way or another. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for this video. Thanks for watching again. If you like this video or dislike this video, hey, let me know. Maybe consider checking out my other videos. I primarily focus on movies on this channel, but if you like this video and you want me to talk about more video games in the future, I might consider it. You might also consider subscribing for more future content. Once again, I've been Nate. This is Infinite Repeat. Stay up.